Hey guys, what's going on? It's Sherrick here, and welcome back to MLB the Show 16 and its Road to the Show mode with our third baseman of the future, Tj Jones. We're starting up another game against the Tennessee Smokies. Without any further ado, we're going to go on offense. You see that we are 9 for 13 in the last 4 games. That's almost a 700 batting average. That's pretty amazing for somebody who just got drafted and is playing in Double-A. Obviously, in the real baseball world, they would not even be touching Double-A at this point, but we can dream, and thus, so MLB the Show makes it so. And I'm going to lay off that pitch right away. It's way out of the zone. We got a man on first, only one out. The score is zip. So you know what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and drive the ball into the gap, maybe score that runner from first. Hopefully we don't choke on this at bat. He's throwing the pitch right where I was hoping it would go, but I cannot get it off the ground, and it turns into a double play. We're going to switch immediately to defense as a result of that. You see 2 men out, only 1 man out. So we're going to try. Oh, he's going to bunt on the play. I'm going to try and charge it. I can't get to it. I whiff on the barehanded attempt, and now the bases are loaded. And you see we paid for it there, as now the score is 3-0. We're back on offense. Only 1 man out, but there's nobody on. So hopefully we can get an at-bat that will possibly start the rally for the comeback to get us to win this game. It's only the bottom of the 4th, so there's plenty of baseball to play. As he throws it right down the middle, and I am a little late on it. I foul it back. It does say I'm straight up late on it, and it's a fly ball. But, so I'm going to try now and maybe drive the ball. Nope, I'm not even going to try and go after that pitch. Way too inside. And so here comes the next pitch for me. And it's right, it just kind of crept. It looked like it was coming down the middle of the plate at first, but then it kind of crept off to the left, as you see on your screen there. And, I ended up following it back. So we're going to try one more time. And it looks like that one's just coming inside. Probably a pitch I should not have swung at. Nonetheless, we get on base. So that is a single for us. Little Vlad Guerrero style single for those who remember who Vladdy Guerrero is. And so now we are on the base path. The score is the same. I am on first. I was going to maybe steal, but he ends up striking out. I second guessed the steal attempt. I don't know what it was. I thought maybe that he was going to step off the mound. In any event, I did not steal, and that one is going right to center field. He barely even had to move, so we are not going to be very productive there. We do, however, get 2 runs later on, so now the score is 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th. I have a chance to at least tie this game up, so you know that is very much what we are going to try and do. And here comes the pitch. It's right down the center of the plate, but it's a little high, and I'm late on it. Just late on it, so I could have possibly made something out of it if I just swung a tick earlier. But there's no use in worrying about that, as that just creeps below the strike zone. So the count is now even at 1-1. So he's pretty much on track with his pitch count there. He's only at 64 pitches. Here comes the next one. That one's also right down the plate, right in the strike zone there. A splitter, but I cannot catch up to it just late. My timing is just a little off here, so I'm hoping that I could maybe correct it with this swing, and I do swing, and I think that's our first strikeout, maybe our second, maybe it's only our second strikeout. In any event, now the score is 4-3, the bases are loaded, there's 2 men out, not swinging at that one's way inside, so you know we are looking for a big jack on this one. We want that grand slam like we need air to breathe, and so we're going to try. We've got the bases are indeed loaded, so maybe at worst we only get a single, but we definitely need to hit something, and it goes right to the first baseman, and I can only watch in sadness as we let that opportunity slip through our fingers. And now the score is still 4-3, and speaking of slipping through fingers, that's probably going to be an error. I should have had that easy. That runner is very slow, and I do indeed get an error on that. I think it's our first error of our series. I'm going to try and make it up here, and I'm going to throw to first and get that out there. But meanwhile, the runner moves up to second base. We, I believe, win this game by a score of 4-5 somehow after I almost blew up with the error and the missed opportunity on the grand slam, somehow, some way, we pulled out a victory. So we win the game 4-5, and we are going to move on right into the next game. As you see, I believe this is the start of another hitting streak, perhaps. And you're looking at the spotlight right now. We've got 80 at bats. We're at a 437 batting average with 5 home runs and 21 runs batted in. For those who don't know what RBI stand for, so we're doing pretty sweet. I think honestly, I'm a little surprised that we haven't been called up, but maybe there's just no room in AAA right now. Maybe they think that I need a little seasoning. But in any event, I think that I'm starting to wonder when the call up is coming. As you see, I'm signing some baseballs. Those will probably be worth something in the future, but we will dwell on that for another time. Right now, we're going to get to the offensive part of this game. As you see, we're already ahead 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Nobody is out, and we have a runner on second base. I think he's going to try and throw low on me, and I'm going to try and counteract that. Maybe get that runner in from second base as I hit it, but I think I'm early on it. And he fires that. Wow, look at the cannon on that guy. He fired that directly into the first baseman. Real quick, he was not taking any chances there with my speed. So now you see the score is 2-0. We got something out of that. And that pitch I thought was going to catch the corner, but it doesn't. And so the count is now 1-0. We're leading, and that pitch looked absolutely beautiful, but I cannot get enough power behind it. I'm going to keep running. Hopefully he drops it. He does not. He is a professional baseball player, so he's going to catch that 99 3/4% of the time. Score is still 2-0 in the bottom of the sixth. Now we got a runner on, nobody out, so I have pretty free reign, not a lot of pressure. That guy at first, though, is not a great runner as far as I can see. I think it's a 68 speed, and that's foul. Okay, I couldn't locate the ball immediately. The ball boy's going to get to it. So hopefully I can hit maybe something in the gap. I doubt he will score from first, but we can at least get runners on second and third with nobody out. Put some pressure on this pitcher and his defense. As I think he's going to run, and I wasn't going to take any chances. I just split that into the second, into left field. And thanks to his little stealing attempt, he is safe at home plate, and we're going to get an RBI. Look at that. I think I was real late on that, but it just tucks inside the left field line with maybe about a couple of feet to spare. And because he was actually trying to steal, he makes it all the way home from first base. That umpire had me worried for a little bit, though. He took his sweet time calling that safe, and that ball is going to squeak through. I'm not going to test the arm out there in right field. No reason to get an out when we could very easily just keep the train going. And so now I think the score is 4-0. Let's take a look here. Nope, still 3-0, but we'll take it. We're on third base. We got runners at the corners. Nobody is out, so a double play would obviously help them. But if it is a double play, we still can score. And it looks like it is going to be a double play. He is going to go to second and back to first. No, the runner at first is safe. So it's going to be a fielder's choice. Now it is 4-0. We're going to transition to defense. There is one man out. So hopefully I can redeem myself after that nasty error we took last time. And I do. It's the first base. Super easy. Like it's Sunday morning. And so that guy is out. We're going to transition back to offense. We got 2 men on, 1 man out. Score is the same. They've obviously brought in a relief pitcher. You see the pitches are at 6. So that previous pitcher is long gone. He's probably going to be taking the L in this one. That's just fine with me. But now I think I'm going to have a little fun and hit that one just outside of the reach of our shortstop. And that's going to be another run batted in. I'm going to go all the way to second base as I slide around his legs there. Look at this beautiful replay. Just out of the reach of the shortstop. He was not ready for it. And we get another delicious RBI on this play. And now we are on second base. Score is 5-0. Runners at second and third. Is anything going to come of this? No, it looks like he got a walk. Yeah, he did indeed walk. I just realized that the count was full. So now the bases are loaded with only 1 out. So unfortunately, a double play could get the pitcher out of the inning. But this could turn into a big inning if they are not careful. And he is going to, I think he struck out? I don't know. Maybe the previous batter also struck out. But I didn't see anybody on first base there, and he struck out. Maybe he got picked off. I don't know. It got real weird there. So we're still on second base. 2 men out now. Yeah, that was weird. So I don't know what's going on. In any event, he is going to hit it right to the second baseman, who is going to toss him out by a couple of steps. And now we are back on defense. You got some runners at the corners, only one person out. I'm thinking he might bunt. Yeah, he's going to square for the bunt. I am going to spin and throw, and it goes away from the first baseman. That's going to be a costly error on my half. Oh, and that's going to score him a run. And we end up losing. They rally all the way back from a 5-0 deficit. We're going to switch up. We're not even going to talk about that. We're going to switch to this game where I am pinch hitting. I don't even want to talk about that previous game at all. That didn't happen. And I'm going to hit that right off the first base bag. And I think he's going to go all the way to third. I'm going to go to second. I think that might be a double. Yes, they're going to cut an extra base hit. Some nice training points on that. And maybe we can make a little rally of our own. The score is still 8-5. I'm on second. We got a runner on third. There's nobody out. Full count. And he is going to hit that into shallow right. And we are not going anywhere. No, thank you. I believe that I have tested that guy's arm in right field before. And it did not work out well in my favor, if you guys remember. So that's not going to happen. So now we've got one man out, and this guy, I think he is going to hit it right to second base. Oh no, he throws it away. 2 runs will score. The score is now 8-7. Very nice. Very routine play. It looked like something that I would have done in the past couple of defensive plays. He completely throws it away. The game is over now, and we are going to walk out with a win. We trade comeback victories, so now we win 10-9. As you see right there, the score 10-9 with an error on Tennessee's behalf. And we are going to go on ahead. We're going to leave the Smokies behind. We are now at beautiful Bayfront Park. And the Pensacola Blue Wahoos, I believe that this is their home stadium. So they are wearing their home whites. So now we are going to face off once again against the Pensacola Blue Wahoos. We got 2 men out, nobody on. 0-0 is your score. This guy has been pretty efficient thus far in the top of the first. Looks like he probably had 3 pitches apiece for the first 2 batters. I'm going to try and break that up like you know we do. That, caught the inside of the plate, and I did not want it to. But so now we've got 1 strike down. I think that might be the second baseman over there, kind of just waiting. He's hoping that it's going to come to him and he's going to be able to toss me out. But if I can help it, I don't think that's what's going to happen. And that one also hits the black for a strike. This pitcher really is trying to get out of this inning with 9 pitches. And you guys know me, I don't strike out often. Maybe only once in this episode, maybe once in a previous episode. Definitely not the last episode. But we're going to try and swing on this one. So, unfortunately... Oh, wait, hold on. And he throws it away. So, I think I get to go to second base as a result of that. Oh, nope, they're going to keep me on first. But the manager is asking me to steal second base. So, I'm going to try and keep an eye on him after the error. That's not going to be a base hit. And I think my jump was not great, but in any event, it says a good jump. All right, I'll take that, and we'll also take second base with a late throw, as we'll watch it one more time. He had his leg way up in the air, so I was real slow on the react there. But doesn't matter. The catcher's arm was not fast or strong enough to get me tossed out at second base. So now we're going to try and maybe score from second base. Hopefully this guy will not let me down. I think this is Christopher Starkey. I think he generally bats behind me. He is going to hit it to the third baseman, and that is going to get them out of the inning. Now we're going to transition to defense. There is only 1 man out, 0-1 count. He is going to bunt. I am going to barehand throw, and he is going to reach first base, but not without a very close play there. That spin throw may have been what threw me off, so to speak, but it doesn't matter. The score is now 3-0. We are down, but there are runners at the corners and there's nobody out. So obviously, we're going to try and hit something in the gap, try and make this game a little bit more interesting. He's going to pitch out. I don't think anybody was running. Let's see if they're a threat to throw. To run. That guy on first is definitely a threat to steal second, and the guy on third base is no slouch either. So we got runners at the corners, and I'm going to hit that, and we're going to at least get an RBI out of this, as he has to come in, and I think the guy from third is going to tag. Are we going to get the... Yep, no, he didn't tag? No, he did. Okay. I was like, what? That was a pretty easy decision to make there. You probably could have tagged. He was kind of off balance after catching that. In any event, score is now 3-1. It is the top of the fifth. There's one man out, so we don't want to hit into a double play. Yikes. Please tell me we're not going to hit into a double play here. As I'm going to do what I can. As I think that's the pitcher. The pitcher is on third base. And that is a pitch I definitely should not have swung at. But it does, I think, catch the black. So it probably was going to be a strike anyway. Might have been worth it to maybe just hold off and not swing at it. In any event, he is taking his sweet time. I don't think he's going to test either the runners. So he's probably going to focus completely on me. Obviously, the pitcher is not a threat, as the count is now evened up after he tossed that just outside of the black. And he's just really kind of methodical and slow. And also, that splitter is going to catch the outside for a ball. It's not going to catch for a strike. I don't know why I said it's going to catch for a ball, but whatever. You guys know what I meant. He's behind in the count now. 72 pitches. Not sure if... I don't know his stamina level, so maybe he's tiring out a little bit. I think earlier in the game he was catching the black on some pitches and really kind of throwing me off. And I'm swinging at that. I had no business doing it. I think I was kind of amped up. In any event, that evens the count up at 2-2. The 73 pitches, I was very late on that, and it was a bad pitch to swing at. So I think he's going to try and change my eye level. He's going to go low. He is, and he gets the strike out. Oh, wasted opportunity once again. Unfortunate. I'm going to try and make it up on the defensive side of the ball by getting that routine out at first base. Got a good throw decision, obviously, because there was nobody on base. So he's out. We're going to switch back to offense. We've got a chance to tie this game up. We got a sac fly. I also want to get a base hit so that we can keep the streak alive. I think we're at maybe 3 or 4 games at this point. I don't believe... I think every game in this series that we have played in this episode has gone down with at least one base hit. So we want to keep that trend rolling. Is this the same pitcher? It is not. They got a relief pitcher in this time. There's 2 men out, though, so I definitely want to get a base hit. He is tossing that right down the center of the plate, and it just looked too inviting. Unfortunately, the left fielder is going to drift just to the outside of the foul pole and foul line, and he's going to take that for an out. So now it's the top of the 9th. There are 2 men out. He's pitching it right where I want it to, and I'm going to deposit it in left field and get a base hit. I think he's going to go all the way home, and this game just got interesting as we are down by only 1 run. So I'm going to get that late RBI and the base hit, keep the streak alive. And now, with 2 men out, 0-2 pitch, that is going back, and it is caught. It is caught, and that is the ball game. We are not going to leave this game with the win. They barely escape as the score is 2-3. Pensacola defeats Biloxi, and that's just a heartbreaker. We're going to try not to dwell on it too much. We're going to go to the final game of this episode. Once again, against the Pensacola Blue Wahoos. So we're going to try and avenge that loss, because that was pretty heartbreaking. He gave that ball a ride, and I thought that it was just going to maybe bounce off the wall. If it went off the wall, I was definitely going to go home and try and take the lead. In any event, our average is still way in the stratosphere. We're at a .438 batting average. Score is 0-0, and I probably could have swung at that one, but I'm trying to be a little bit better about swinging at first pitch, even though it was a strike. So this guy is set down both of the previous 2 batters in relatively easy fashion. He's only got 8 pitches, and I'm swinging at that one. Thankfully, it goes foul. Sometimes it's the first pitch you want to swing at, but you just don't want to just swing at the first pitch just to swing at the first pitch, and sometimes you just can't swing at the second pitch, even though it's, it looks appetizing, as you see right there. I'm talking like I know baseball, really. Anyway, we're going to try and get the ball into the gap, keep the hitting streak alive. He's going to toss it. I think that was probably a throwaway pitch, as he evens the count up at 2-2. 11 pitches now. I didn't look up and see like what the name of this pitcher is or anything, or if he resembles any actual minor league baseball player. But what are you gonna do? So I'm gonna try and maybe get this past. Oh, it does sneak past the third baseman. So we've got a base hit to start out this game. No longer having to worry about the streak. And we're gonna switch to the base pass. And I think he is going to hit into a double. Nope, it's just gonna be a fielder's choice. I think that there was 2 outs. Never mind. So yeah, it was a fielder's choice, and I'm out. Now we're on defense. I'm gonna get to this ball. Toss it right to first, easy like Sunday morning, and we're going to go back to offense. We have scored. They have not. 2 men out. We got a man on, so we have an RBI chance if we play our cards right. Might be looking for a home run, maybe add a home run to this episode. It's got drama, some intrigue, some errors, and it's got a base hit into the gap. That's our signature move. That guy looks like he is going to go all the way home. I don't know if I advise it. They're going to throw to third and keep me at second base, so they're going to give up the run. Score is now 2-0, and I am the runner in scoring position. And he looks like he is going to give that a ride, and it is gone. Wow. My player obviously knew it as soon as it left the bat. I just started jogging. I didn't even get a chance to, see it. I was gonna be like, that might get caught, but then it's like my player was just like, no, I got this. We're going home. So the score jumps from 2-0 to 4-0 as that 428-foot home run puts us firmly in the driver's seat. And there is nobody out here in the bottom of the third as we are now transitioned to defense. This is probably going to be easy peasy. He is going to swing. I am going to throw it right to second and to first, and that is a double play. Very nice. And now we are once again on the defensive side of the ball. Bottom of the fourth this time. 2 men out. So we're going to see what happens here. He is going to hit it at me, and I'm going to let it go by. Oh, no. Oh, man. I have got to get used to how the stick is oriented on defense because it throws me off. I want to go to, I want to push the stick in to go towards the ball, and sometimes it reacts back the opposite way. It's weird. I don't know. I just need to figure it out. It costs us a run at some point because now the score is 4-1 instead of 4-0, and he's going to test the runner at first, but he's going to get back in safely. I'm going to try and get in scoring position. As you've seen, the comebacks can be real in these episodes, so I'm going to try and put it out of reach as fast as we can. We're going to get another base hit. It falls right in front of the right fielder. Not exactly what I was trying to do, but I definitely will not complain about getting a base hit. So now we are on first base. Obviously, we're not going to try and steal because there's a runner on second. That'd be silly. That one is going out to center field, but I think this is 2 outs, so there is nope. Yeah, it's 2 outs, so obviously nothing comes of that except for a base hit or not a base hit necessarily, but a run batted in at some point when we were not around. And I'm going to hit that one. I think that one does not have enough power to go out anywhere except for shallow left field. The runner is going to retreat back to first, so nothing comes of that. Score is 5-1 in the bottom of the 7th. He's going to hit that right to me, and I think we've got another double play on our hands. Very nice. Haven't seen any of those prior to this episode for a while, so I thought I'd toss another double play. And actually, I'll toss 2 double plays in there for you because I forgot that there are 2 in here. I'm going to barehand it, and I am going to get him. Bang, bang, play it first. Very nice. Not botching that barehanded pickup like I did earlier in the episode. Let's look at it one more time. He is squaring to bunt. A lot of bunts going on in Double A, but I'm going to kind of scoop that up, and it's going to beat him by about a step, it looked like. In any event, absolutely gorgeous web gem there. We're still on defense. There's a runner on second base. He is going to hit it, and it's going to be one of those reach out and scoop right out of the pocket of left field, and we're going to get him out on an absolutely gorgeous play. Going to switch back to offense. Score is still the same. We got 2 men out. We want to open up that gap a little bit wider, maybe with a home run, because like we said earlier, the comebacks can be real. We don't want them coming back from a 5-1 deficit, and I'm going to hit that into the gap, split between right and center. It's going to go all the way to the wall, so you know we are going to at least get a double. I'm not going to test any arms. They're definitely going to toss it in. That almost looked like it was going to go a little far off of third base, but we're still not going to test it. So we're on second base now, and he is popping that one up. So I'm just going to do my courtesy run, get a little exercise in, as it's caught in deep center field for the out. Ooh, man, this has been quite the interesting game, as you see the score there, 5-1 in the middle of the ninth. So we just got to do some holding on and make sure that they don't have the comeback be a complete meltdown on defense. And it looks like it did not. We end the game after that play. It is 5-1. We win. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please give it a big old stamp of approval. Subscribe and share if you feel so inclined. And as always, I will see you guys right here on this channel for the next one. Peace!